All right, so in the previous video, depending on when you're watching, I was just talking about how, in my opinion, that mindset has to change first before anything else can change, right? And before I go any further, if you like these kinds of videos, please like them. If you want to see more stuff like this, please subscribe, share it to other people so we can kind of help everyone out. But for me, the mentality has to come first, and then after that, then the changes can come. I've been going through a lot of different types of trainings, whether it's through business, personal, or through, well, I guess personal would be like the surfing training that I've been going through lately. And what they talk about is like basically that where you look is where you go. It's same as like the there's all different business terminologies for it, not terminology, sayings for it, but it's basically, where the attention flows, money goes, right? So that way, if you're focusing on for my case right now, I'm focusing on the sales, right? Because they were horrible, like 8%, and then we focused a lot on sales, and the first week that we made the changes, it was 22%. Next week was 20. The last week wasn't as good. It was like 13.5, but it's still like a 50% improvement over what it was before. But if I did not think that our sales could improve, and the best that we could do was 8%, we would have stayed at 8%, right? And it's like anything else. Another saying is like, I forget, it's an old saying. It's basically, if you think you know something, you can't learn anything about that topic. So if you think you know everything there is to know about sales and you're at 8%, well, there's nothing that's going to convince you otherwise, and you're going to stay at 8%, right? Or if you're convinced that for your town and blah, 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 you're stuck at $500,000. Well, what's going to end up happening, because your mindset is wrapped around of staying at 500 grand in sales, is that your brain is going to do everything it can to fulfill that prophecy, okay? So a lot of this comes through self-talk, but the mentality side of the things is super, super important, because like you got to look at different things. Like, if you think you're stuck at 500,000, there's no way you can improve. Well, what about the people like the Bezos, the Musk, like the people like them? They didn't, their mindset was like, for Bezos, like, I can only sell through this website books, right? He would have stayed on books, but like when his mentality changed, he's like, okay, I can sell this, this, and this. Like, next thing you know, like this dude's gonna literally like have like tentacles and like everything. And it's only because his mindset changed. So anyway, if you are stuck in a situation, I talked about this before, but if you're stuck in a situation, if you feel like you plateaued and you can't improve, going back to the other video, it's either knowledge, it's a mindset, it's a character trait, or it's an experience that you haven't yet had. And once you have that, I'm telling you, it's like I'm into AMC, so it's like a freaking rocket. It's not this little like baby, step. It's like literally you shoot straight up and hit the ceiling of the car. So anyway, I hope this helps anyone. Again, if you like this kind of stuff, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, or share it. And again, if there's something you want to know, if you have something you have a question about, something you just don't get, or just basically comment in the thing like, hey, Joe, I'm doing blah, 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 I'm stuck at this, I don't know what's going on, whatever it may be, and basically let me know, and then I can make videos regarding that, because at the end of the day, there's only so much I can talk about. And typically what I talk about in these videos is stuff that I'm currently struggling for myself. Again, that's why I keep on talking about the personal side of things, because I noticed that me as a person, I have work to do. So anyway, once I see these changes, like I said in the previous video, I fully expect us to go from $2.5 million in sales by the end of this year. And then because of the new skills and the skill set and the character traits and everything else that I'm bringing on that I was lacking previously, I don't see any reason why we don't hit 4 million at the minimum. And then looking at the numbers, if I just do simple math, like we probably 4 is the minimum, but I think we could realistically get to 5 to 7 million pretty quickly. And So, anyway, hope you guys have an awesome day.